All right, everybody. I'm recording this video today for all of you, every single one of my viewers. I'm letting you guys know today, unfortunately, that my tripod ended up breaking. What basically happened was I just was like looking into it to see if it was one of those fancier tripods that you can actually take and make it portable, but it actually wasn't, and the darn thing got busted on me. So I am getting one later on. My son was able to help me out. Things are tight with the budget, so I'm gonna do the best I can to get by. Things are, in a fluctuation. Things, get rough from time to time in between months. But once I get that replacement tripod, I'll be back to making videos as usual. But for now, if you don't really catch any videos on YouTube or Twitch, you'll know why. But still, you can check out the merchandise shop. You can check out the stuff I do on there still. And check out the videos that are up there. I appreciate every single one of you that have the understanding whenever things like this happen, when I have technical issues or problems that occur. I do not try to let too many things occur that are a problem like this. And I am slowly building everything for streaming, for YouTubing. It's a lot of work. It's a work in progress. That's the way I could put it. Doing all this, behind the scenes is a lot of work. Making sure you can build up to get the equipment, making sure you can build up to get your studio lighting. Like, I'm working on studio lighting, I'm working on all that. If you want to support the channel for awesome content that I provide, or if you want to help, just sharing and liking helps out. Giving it a thumbs up and a share helps. If you want to subscribe for the awesome content, that would be appreciated. I am trying to reach a goal of 50,000 subscribers because when I do gaming on this channel, besides reporting the news, when I reach that 50,000 subscriber goal, that will unlock the feature of being able to have gaming live. So that will unlock the feature where you guys can tune in and watch it live, and I don't always have to record the videos and post up later or upload later. So that is an awesome goal that I'm trying to achieve. I have been trying to get videos out constantly, but unfortunately, you guys ought to know how life is. Sometimes life gets in the way where, there's appointments that come up and things I have to take my son to or myself. So, I have to kind of flip flop, and that's why I don't schedule streams, because I never know when I'm going to be able to go live. So I hope you understand that. That's why I don't really schedule, because I don't want to make a schedule and commit to something and then that schedule changes. Then I have to rearrange and I have to change the schedule on you guys, and I have to end up doing that. It's a lot more on me behind the scenes to have to change the schedule time. So it's nice just to be able to say, okay, I'm going to stream this day instead of that day because I have appointments. So it's a lot better to just stream when I can stream. So that way, at least you guys are still getting content. And then I try to check out my Facebook because I do see posts that come on there of different games or news that gets reported, or just in general. Like I even watch on my Google too because I get those alerts through my Google about different things that are getting reported, different things that flash across. And I try to catch, the different interests or the different things, different articles, and I try to catch that stuff. And if it seems like it's going to be something that you guys really need to be informed of, I try to get it onto the channel and say, I think this is something my viewers need to know because if they're not informed of it, I feel like it's information that's out there. And if they don't get informed, it might not be a good idea if they don't get informed of it. So that's why I'm making this video today, to let you guys know that right now I'm in a tight situation working on things. But things will get better over time. I am taking my time to slowly build this channel up. I got an awesome banner thanks to Arrow Nation, which is a friend of mine. Me and him, I scratched his back, he scratched mine. He gave me an awesome logo that I used for merchandise as well. And he gave me an awesome banner. And I would go check him out. I gave him money for his channel to help him out, so that way it would help him. He is an awesome guy. He works on his own channel. He writes his own songs. His designs, if you look on my banner and look on my logo, that is just living proof that this guy works his rear end off. Like, this guy is awesome. He made my banner and my logo so awesome. He did a better job than I could have, even if I would have figured out how to design the stuff. He did such a great job. And I am grateful to have a friendship with this man. I'm grateful to have a friendship with the community, Mag's community. Now, this is another dude, Mag. He's another guy I met, and that's how I met Arrow Nation, is through his community. And it's like a community of brothers, brothers and sisters. And it's just awesome to be a part of it. Through this journey of YouTube, I have met so many awesome people. I have been able to make so many awesome friendships through this channel. So I love doing this because not only have I been able to make my own content and have gotten such courage and inspiration from these people, but I've also been able to bond and actually feel like one of the guys when I'm chilling in the Discord channel of this community with all the boys in there. We all chit chat. There's times I'll go in there and I'll chat with the guys and I'll ask them how they're doing, check up on people. They check up on me at times when they can. So, you can't argue with a community that's like that. You can't argue with a community that looks after each other and checks on each other just to make sure that we're all doing okay. And men's mental health is serious. Mental health in general is serious. So we need to take that seriously. I struggle with mental health every day. But you know what gives me the strength to go forward? This. Doing this. Streaming on Twitch. Streaming on YouTube. Making the content. Gaming. Talking about what I love about gaming. What I love about talking about gaming. talking about Xbox and Sony. Just the discussions about all of this. Gaming has been in my blood for 41 years. Since the Atari 2600. Since the OG Xbox, the very first Nintendo, the very first Apple computer with a floppy disk, ever since I've been a part of that. And the worst thing is, dial-up internet. Now, if anybody knows about dial-up internet, worst internet, right? The worst internet ever. The internet where you felt like you wanted to throw your device because you didn't want to sit there and wait for the right connection. Am I right? You didn't want to sit there and wait and hope that it would connect and not disconnect on you. Yeah, I didn't like it either. But you know what? Everybody comes from somewhere before they end up being someone, right? Now I feel like all those years that I went through, and now look at me. I'm a YouTuber. I have my own name. I made a name for myself doing this. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Because now I'm upon this big locomotive train and I'm just going down the track enjoying it. And I'm enjoying it with the community. I'm enjoying it with all of you. All of my supporters, every single one of you guys that continue, guys and gals that come in here and just watch this stuff. Yeah, and you watch what I do on this channel. And I appreciate all of you. Even the ones that come in and check this stuff out that's new that I do, or just anything in general that you check out. Keep it coming. Keep supporting. Help me grow this. I can only do so much behind the scenes on my own by myself. I mean, I can do stuff to really help this channel, but you guys, my viewers, you can also help by just simply tuning in and enjoying the stuff that I put on the channel. But I just wanted to address a couple of things right now as things are tight for me. But things will get better. Sometimes you got to hit a few rough bumps and a few rough patches before things get better. Sometimes you'll hit those. And sometimes it'll feel like sinking sand. But that doesn't mean it stays that way. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to stay down at all. Because guess what? Top Gamer Pro never stays down for too long. Not at all. And the saying that you always hear me say, can't stop, won't stop. So we are going to keep doing this thing. We are going to keep working on everything here. I will keep going forward. The new tripod comes in by tonight. I will work on getting more videos up. So I will work hard on this channel, and I can do it with your help. But let's be excited. I mean, Asha Sharma, along with the studio that's on board with her at not Bethesda, but Blizzard. Who's excited to see how Blizzard is now, and I mean is now helping Xbox by creating awesome games right now? Blizzard is working with Xbox now. They have done Diablo 4 for Xbox. There is other things that Blizzard is helping with now. And I heard that Blizzard is going to get some other projects in the works Don't know what those other projects may be, but there's a lot of things happening. And Asha Sharma's not slowing down anytime soon. This gal is putting her foot forward, and she's really checking everything out. Like, she's working hard to try and get Xbox back where it needs to be and where it should be. Unlike, the older regime. I don't criticize Phil Spencer. I don't criticize Sarah Bond. It's just the way that it was handled before. The way that things were getting handled, where you were all trying to push it onto Sony, onto elsewhere. Yes, you got games going over to Netflix to be played on the cloud. But how much of a good idea is it to put too much onto the cloud? Because here's going to be a little food for thought. Here's a little idea coming from your gaming news guy and your guy that brings you gameplay as well. Here's a little word coming from Top Gamer Pro. All right? How secure is cloud-based gaming going to be if you get people that start playing San Andreas or other games on the cloud, and you start getting crowds of people playing off of cloud? Is it going to be sturdy enough? Is it going to be secure enough? And is it going to be strong enough to handle the amount of gameplay that you could possibly be getting if a lot of people use it? Can you guarantee that cloud-based gaming doesn't crash? Because that's the thing you have to be concerned with. Because here's the thing, if you keep saying, oh, play on the cloud, play on the cloud, play on the cloud, is it going to be the way it should be? Is it going to be worth playing on the cloud if you're having over 100 players playing on the cloud? Is it going to be able to handle a lot? Will cloud-based gaming be reliable enough if you decide to have large audiences playing on the cloud? Are you going to be able to trust that you're not going to have complaints because the cloud gaming is getting too full and then they're starting to have server issues with it? Because sure, you could push the narrative. You can get people to play on cloud-based gaming. But if it's not sturdy enough and strong enough, like these main servers to these games that people play now online, if it's not as strong as that, what makes you think people are going to want to play cloud-based games on the cloud? Because they will go back to games that they know. I mean, they'll play the games that are already there, but they would rather play them on a server that can handle a lot of people rather than playing it through the cloud. So, unless they can figure out a way for cloud to be able to handle that, and it's already tough enough just for them to keep up with servers that are already secure enough, because there's times where they've had even those servers go down from time to time. And where game development studios have had to even straighten out just the normal servers. So when you think about that and you consider that, and the fact that they've had to go and they've had to straighten out just regular game servers in general, imagine how much of a hassle it's going to be if people have to deal with cloud-based gaming being a pain in the rear end if it starts having issues, because a lot of people go to jump and play cloud-based gaming. It's just a little food for thought and a little bit of some thinking that maybe, just maybe, gamers should be thinking about before you consider the cloud-based gaming initiative. But that's just a few things that I wanted to get off my chest and let you guys know that I am going to be getting a new tripod that is going to be here by this evening. So I will have that here by this evening, thanks to my son, which I appreciate him for that. Not only that, like I said, going forward, my plan is to continue to do the videos I've been doing. Eventually down the road, I will be upgrading things. Things will get better for the channel. But of course, in due time, is basically what I'm saying. And that's usually, the way that everything does go. Things happen in its own time. So, in due time. Things are not going to happen like Jumpin' Jack Flash. I'm not going to have these things that are going to happen in the immediate future, but they will happen. And it will happen, as time goes by and as months go by. I'll be investing in things slowly. Whether it would be studio lighting, better ways for recording instead of using my cell phone. I mean, my cell phone, as you can tell, does a great job to record, but I don't want to have to be using my cell phone forever to do my recording on it. So that's why eventually I'm going to look into doing better as far as that. But in due time, I'll be doing these things. So, but I'm going to let you guys go for now. And when I always sign off, I always say, Top Gamer out.